The NFL is a copycat league, and when the Los Angeles Rams winning Super Bowl 56, it raised the question of whether other teams would try to replicate their unusual approach to team building. The narratives surrounding the Rams were cartoonish at times this season, as they made huge moves to put themselves in a position to win a Super Bowl. Quarterback Matthew Stafford represents just another massive trade of draft collateral for proven NFL talent in the offseason. It also meant that the Rams, who last had a first-round pick in 2016, wouldn't have a selection in the first round of the draft until 2024. As it became clear, the Rams were contenders this season. They continued to accumulate assets, making mid-year moves to acquire wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr. and defender Von Miller, each of whom made key contributions to the team's Super Bowl run. The GM Les Snead's method, there's a real danger of the Rams' strategy being completely misread by franchises looking to copy it, because it may or may not work. Los Angeles may have traded away every first-round draft pick between 2016 and 2024 and other selections in favor of proven NFL commodities, but the franchise hasn't given everything away just yet. In fact, the Rams backfill their draft so they still end up making as many selections as most teams. Now, since GM Snead arrived as a general manager, the team has picked fewer than 7 times in a draft just once. Making 6 choices in 2016, they have had 7th most picks in total over that time, averaging 8 selections in the draft with him as a general manager. It isn't a recent pivot approach either. The Rams have drafted 9 times in each of the past 2 drafts, despite not having a first-round pick in either. There's a clear and conscious approach of accumulating draft picks to offset what they trade away. Obviously, a higher pick carries more value, but the Rams believe the proven veteran player they are bringing in makes up for the potential value they are trading away, while the rest of the league is focused on high-value draft picks and the impact those players can bring. The Rams are simply focused on the value that can be created by the lower round picks contributions. Los Angeles ranks 7th in the league in percentage of the roster that is homegrown, and some of the team's best players, Aaron Donald and wide receiver Cooper Kupp, are among them. There is obviously a calculated plan of trading for high-end players at important positions, but the team does not simply trade away all of its draft assets for veterans. What the Rams get from the picks they do make at draft time is a key piece of the overall puzzle. Now, it is sustainable, but it's still a question. The Rams were all in for the Super Bowl this season, and it paid off. It's always a gamble when you trade off first-round draft picks for veteran players. But for the moment, that gamble has paid off. Even if the Rams only won 1 chip, it is better than none. But long-term, this way is not sustainable in any way. You're simply giving away all your trade assets. How are you going to keep building off old superstars? Think about it. So you're better off keeping draft picks, and this blueprint simply will not work for every team.